Welcome, dear listeners, to the Unfiltered Caramel Podcast, where we're serving up truths hotter than a fresh batch of caramel straight from the stove. Now grab your headphones, your favorite beverage, sit back, relax, and allow me to provocateur your brainwaves. Hi, I'm Vito Martin, and today we're going right into it. I know I haven't been around for the last week and a half, but I gotta say it's because I've been sick, so I apologize. Perdoname. But we're back. It's Friday. TGIF, but it's Friday, so let's get right into it. Is it okay for a woman to hit, slap, abuse, belittle, attack, disenfranchise, lie when it comes to her partner, a man, a male, or someone who identifies masculine? I think it's a very important question because growing up, we all saw that a lot of men did the whole we don't hit women thing, right? Everybody thought, everybody says, everybody's right answer is we don't hit women. And personally, I'm going to say, me personally, I would never hit a woman to attack. I'm 300 plus pounds, 6 feet, 300 plus pounds, trained fighter. I would never lay my hands on a woman, no matter how big, strong, tall she is. It's because I understand my biology. I understand a female's biology, a cis biological, natural born woman's biology. She would not be able to take 30 to 40 pounds of pressure. And we're talking about just regular. We're not talking about athletic. But a regular female would not be able to withstand a barrage from a bear like myself that could punch 40 to 45 miles of pressure, pounds of pressure, repeatedly over and over again, no matter how skilled. I think it's one of those things where while I also have trained, I also know how hard I hit, and I don't think that the average woman is going to resist that. She'll try to swing real fast, but because my bone density is so thick, because my muscle mass is so thick, because I am built to take hits, because I am built to fight, I am built to hunt, I am built to conquer, I am built to destroy, it's just not okay. You people out there may not like that answer. A lot of women and masculine women and a lot of trans men would not like that answer because it feels belittling. But it's like saying, well, I don't agree that a bear is dangerous. A bear is not stronger than me. I identify as an alpha bear. But then you as a human walk into a bear's den and you challenge the black bear because you think you are equal, though you are not. You are a human. But you decided to walk into the bear's den because you identified as a human. As a matter of fact, let's drop it down a notch. You walked into Mama Bear's den with her cubs, and you are a woman, and you decided that you identify as an alpha woman bear. And you walked into a real female bear's den, and she has cubs. Do you think you survive? You may think that you are a bear. It's nice to pretend that you are a bear, but you will die a miserable, painful, excruciating death if you walk into the den of a bear and think that you are a bear's equal. It is common sense, right? It's common sense. It's just things that are fact. So when we talk about strength and we talk about ferocity and we talk about what we are built as and what we are, what nature intended us to be, because that's what nature is. Nature doesn't make mistakes. A lot of people like to think that. But nature doesn't make mistakes. It's just not that type of thing. If nature were to make those type of mistakes, those egregious mistakes, then dinosaurs would still be here. Dragons would exist. Cyclopses and minotaurs would be running around. Gnomes and goblins would be chilling. See, you know what I'm trying to tell you? There is a way things are structured. There is a perfect design. There's a reason why things are the way they are. There are a reason why wolves don't walk ahead of the pack, they walk behind it. There's a reason why, while the lion is the king of the jungle, the female lioness is the one that goes hunting. There is a reason why the eagle breaks his beak, purposely breaks his beak to grow another stronger, more deadlier weapon on its face. There is a reason why a platypus has a fucking poison in it as a mammal and lay eggs. There's a divine reason. There's a perfect reason for all of the shit. And I don't say this to belittle anybody, but I say is that facts don't care about your feelings and how you feel. Facts are facts. If you fall into a den of black mambas and you identify as a black mamba, the mamba don't give a shit if what you identify. You are an intruder in their ecosystem. You are an intruder in their home, and you will die. They won't eat you. They won't use you for anything. They'll just kill you because that's what they will do because you are intruding. I digress. It's going in a place where it doesn't need to go, but we're talking about strengths and what we are. So would I hit a chick? No, never hit a girl. I would never do it. It's not my thing. I respect women. Respect them to the fullest. But lately, the internet has been showing us a lot of imagery, a lot of women beating the hell out of men, especially when we came to Amber Heard. You know, that was a big case with Johnny Depp. I mean, we're all happy Johnny Depp won, you know, but did that stop the world from still embracing Amber Heard and making her a victim? No, of course not. She even got to still act in a movie. She was still in Aquaman, while Jonathan Majors, who lost his domestic violence case for far less, was kicked from Disney. Movies didn't want to work with him. People belittled his name. He's been put through the dirt. His legacy is pretty much vanquished. There is a hell of a disparity nowadays. What women can do to men and get away with, men can't do to women and get away with. And I understand. Because a smack from a woman is not the same as a smack from a guy. You feel me? A smack from a guy will send you across the hall. You'll fly. A smack from a woman is going to just piss you off. So it's like this whole, there's a difference. And I agree with the difference. I'm not going to sit here in this podcast and say, nah, there's no difference. There is. If you guy smacks a chick, she's gonna get knocked out, get hurt. Things are what they are, regardless of what you identify as, right? It is what it is. But the way the world is right now, you see all these videos of the chicks beating the hell out of guys, beating them up, fucking them up. All these girls in high schools beating up the guys, girlfriends beating up their guys. But here's why we're seeing it. One, there's way more cameras now, though, right? Cameras everywhere. They're catching everything. Two, these last generations, 20 years, has seen a wave of emasculating men. A lot of men are being emasculated. They're being trained to not be strong. A lot of men today are being trained to be weak on purpose. A lot of men are being raised in a way where they're not given masculine jobs, or they're not being trained as a masculine. They're saying, oh, well, if you feel masculine, you could. Growing up, I didn't have a father figure, but I still understood what I needed in my life. And that was because I used to, back in the days in the 90s, there was a lot of action movies and a lot of masculine men on TV. And that made you feel like, damn, I'm a strong man. I'm going to work out. I'm going to play football. I'm going to play baseball. I'm going to play some basketball. Jordan era. There was a lot of times where there was a lot of strong men on TV. There was a lot of strong depictions of masculinity. That was okay. Today, it's not okay to be masculine. And we can get right into it. Today, if you are masculine, you are looked on as an asshole. If you are masculine, you're looked on as a dick, as a predator, as a monster, as a chauvinist, a masochist. If you are masculine, it is a mistake. It is a problem. You are the problem. You are a man. You're bad. But I want to be really strict and stern when I say that is a farce. We're going to get into that. But I want to make sure I get the right idea here, the steamy hot caramel here. I want to say that you are okay as a man. You are allowed to be a man. You are allowed to be masculine. You are allowed to be tough, rough, rude, crude. You are allowed to be proud. You are allowed to be strong. You are allowed to lead. You are allowed to fight. You are allowed to feel like you are the champion. My God, you are man. You are allowed to feel proud that you are a man. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Don't let anybody judge you. And don't let anybody tip you into depression. Don't let anybody force you to believe that there was a mistake in your biology and who you are, that maybe you should be this, yada, yada, yada. If you are a man and you feel positive that you are strong and assertive and whatever it is you want, by golly, sir, you are a good person, and don't let anyone take that from you. That is an important message I gotta tell to my men out there, to my young guys. It is okay to be masculine. You are fine to be masculine. You are strong. You are what you are intended to be. That is dope. Don't let anyone tell you any different. What comes into this generation is that a lot of people are just so in tune with stupidity and fantasy and ridiculousness in a world where shit doesn't matter. We're listening to an influence that doesn't matter, that isn't real. We've allowed the not real shit to become real. We gotta stop listening to the stupid shit we hear on the internet about masculinity. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. We need our heroes. We need our villains. We need our strong guys. We need our leaders. We need our thinkers. We need everything. Everything I said also correlates to the female version of it. What I just said about men, there are versions of that in women. Because we are the human race. And women have their role, men have their role. Maybe some roles are interchanged, maybe some of them are replaced because of certain situations. That's fine. But when it comes to what is bestowed upon us by birthright, we have to go at least halfway according to that. Because if not, society crumbles. Everything crumbles. And I promise you, women don't want to go to the sewer to fix pipes. They don't want to climb 150-story towers to fix light bulbs. They don't want to go and in the oceans to drill oil. They don't want to go into mines to mine coal. They don't want to go into construction to build buildings. They don't want to go pave streets. They don't want to build automobiles. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. You want to do the nice, comfy jobs. And that's okay. There are people who need to be doing those jobs because those are important. But when it comes to jobs that mostly men work, like landscaping, construction, welding, plumbing, mechanics, a lot of these jobs that there are a few trickle-down chicks that work it. Trickle-down, 1 out of every 8,000. You got to understand, guys have their place, women have their place, and together we make a community. Because different people, different places, different training is different strengths, right? This whole bullshit about, no, stop. Let's go back to the beginning of this conversation because I feel like I'm doing a cool MCU thing where we're just starting off the conversation, jumping into one, fixing it, jumping into one, fixing it. We're doing a whole bunch of stuff here, but here's the cool thing. At the end of the day, ladies, if you hit a man, they may not believe what I believe. If you hit a dude, they may not believe what I believe. And they're going to knock you the fuck out. So I suggest if you have a qualm with somebody, talk it out. Bring in another man to squash it out. Or whatever, but do not touch a guy. Same courtesy for guys. Guys, don't touch women. Don't be dumb. You know better. You're going straight to jail. But ladies, don't do it because if you do it, like we've seen many videos, a lot of guys are getting kind of fed up of it. And they're going to knock you out. Like lace you. Straight lace you. Like maybe 4 out of 5 guys will punch you in your face now. So just don't hit a guy that you know is a fucking bear. Don't, it's actually like the proverb, right? Don't provoke a sleeping bear. Do not hit the bear. Because he will fuck you up. He will fuck you up. But I digress. Like a caramel shop, it's time to bring down the blinders, cool down the stoves, and end this podcast for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you like what you're hearing, thank you. Always leave suggestions of what topic you want me to cover next, and I'll definitely take that to accord and do my best to try to fill that in. But from right now, at this point, this podcast is done for today. Thank you for listening. My name is Vita, and you just been unfiltered. Peace.